Why loyalty without boundaries becomes self-betrayal. Have you ever stayed loyal to someone who kept hurting you, hoping one day they would change? Sometimes the person you end up losing is yourself. Sarah believed loyalty meant never giving up. So every broken promise, every apology, and every disappointment became another reason to stay, even though nothing was really changing. Months passed, and Sarah kept telling herself, maybe next time will be different. But every second chance became another heartbreak, and every sacrifice slowly took away her confidence. One morning, she looked in the mirror and realized she smiled less, worried more, and barely recognized the person staring back at her. That's when everything finally made sense. She wasn't staying because she was happy anymore. She was staying because she was afraid that leaving meant all her sacrifices had been for nothing. That's when she learned something powerful. Loyalty should never cost your peace. Real love doesn't ask you to lose yourself just to keep someone else comfortable. Healthy relationships need boundaries. Saying no to disrespect doesn't make you selfish. It shows that you finally respect yourself enough to protect your heart. Imagine a friend constantly borrowing your money and never paying it back. Eventually you'd stop, right? Your heart deserves that same protection from people who keep hurting it. The strongest people aren't the ones who endure endless pain. They're the ones who know when love has become harmful and have the courage to walk away with dignity. So before you call it loyalty, ask yourself this one question. Am I protecting this relationship, or am I slowly betraying myself? After walking away, Sarah expected to feel guilty, but instead she felt something she hadn't felt in years: peace. That's when she realized how heavy the relationship had become. People around her asked, "Why didn't you leave sooner?" But they never saw the promises, the apologies, or the hope she kept holding on to every single day. Sometimes the hardest relationship to leave isn't the most painful one. It's the one filled with just enough hope to make you believe tomorrow will finally be different. Here's the lesson. People don't always break your heart all at once. Sometimes they do it little by little until you've forgotten what genuine happiness feels like. Think about a phone with a 1% battery. You wouldn't expect it to perform at its best. The same happens when your heart is constantly drained by someone who never pours back into you. Real loyalty doesn't ignore bad behavior. Real loyalty speaks honestly, sets healthy limits, and expects mutual respect instead of one-sided sacrifice. If someone truly loves you, your boundaries won't scare them. They'll respect them, because love grows through trust, not control. Don't confuse being needed with being valued. Someone can depend on everything you do and still fail to appreciate everything you are. The day Sarah finally chose herself, she didn't lose the relationship. She found the confidence, peace, and self-worth she had been sacrificing for far too long. So let me ask you something. Have you ever mistaken suffering for loyalty? Think about it carefully. Here's something most people never realize. Setting boundaries doesn't push the right people away. It reveals who truly respects you and who only benefited from your silence. Think about a house without doors. Anyone can walk in, make a mess, and leave whenever they want. That's exactly what happens when your life has no healthy boundaries. Boundaries aren't walls built to keep love away. They're doors that allow the right people in while protecting you from those who don't value your heart. One of the hardest lessons in life is realizing that love alone can't fix a relationship. And accountability, love slowly begins to disappear. So if someone repeatedly crosses your boundaries after you've clearly communicated them, believe their actions, not their promises. Consistent actions always reveal true intentions. Choosing yourself doesn't mean you've stopped loving them. Sometimes it simply means you've finally started loving yourself enough to stop accepting what keeps hurting you. The healthiest relationships aren't built on fear of losing someone. They're built on mutual respect, trust, honest communication, and the freedom to be yourself. If this story reminds you of someone, don't ignore it. Sometimes the advice we need the most is the advice we've been avoiding for the longest time. Today, Sarah is still loyal, but this time she's loyal to her peace, her values, and her self-respect. Ironically, that's when healthier relationships finally found her. So before you leave today, ask yourself one final question. Are your boundaries protecting your peace